My name is Jeffrey Waller. I'm from Buckhead, Georgia, and my medium is acrylic painting and intarsia. And intarsia, as you see here, it is a Italian word which means to inlay. And intarsia is described by a picture mosaic in wood. And here I use western red cedar and aspen wood. And occasionally I would use maple, walnut, and avocado. And I will also be doing a show next month here in Charlotte at the Charlotte Convention Center at the Charlotte Fine Arts Show, which I will have more new pieces and some sculpture pieces in intarsia.
My name is Emily Parker from Wilmington, North Carolina. I work in bronze, copper, silver, a little bit of gold now and then, and lead-free pewter, doing lost wax casting, and a lot of hand forging and patinating of metals, especially in the copper. My work is sensual and has an ancient feel to it. I'm right now at a beautiful show in Charlotte, North Carolina with Paragon art festivals.
My name is Toni Macri-Reiner, and these are all my creation, turban girls, busty girls, fountains. People ask me where I get my ideas, and to make it a little more interesting, I always tell them drugs and alcohol, because it sounds like a way better story than they evolved. These fountains all come as fountains. They're all food safe. You can put ice in them and put a saucer in her head and serve out of them and do a little seasonal earring change. And I don't know, people always come in and say when they've bought them before that they smile every time they see them. And I think in this day and age, it's kind of a cool thing to be able to make people smile. So that's my story.
Sean McDougal. I'm from Kingston, Pennsylvania. I do metal work. The images I have here, they're all produced from rust on sheets of steel. Basically what I'll do is I'll start with a new sheet of steel. I'll lay out whatever image I want. Any of the flowers, they're made from plant life. Flower heads are made from leaves, mostly sumac. Any of the trees I'm cutting out of an aluminum. And then what I'll do is I'll envelope it in plastic, fill it with water. And depending on the color and texture I want, it'll depend on how long it stays wrapped up. When it's done, I'll empty the envelope, dry it out, remove that image, and then seal it up. It's kind of a basic rundown. There's other things involved as far as getting the different colors in different areas, but just with water, you know, in time. And the color variations are really, it's, you know, the different time frames of the piece. The lighter rust is the newer, any of the darker parts of the image are the older parts.
I'm Katie Crawford. I do mixed media artwork, and like this here I use photographs, polymer clay, paint, collage, found objects, kind of a little bit of everything. Usually start with a photograph and then build up from there. Get inspiration from everywhere, so each piece kind of starts with a single idea and then just branches out. Each piece is one of a kind. I don't do reproductions, so they're all unique. As far as I know, that's it. These are my Blumenstackers. They're all hand sculpted out of polymer clay, and then they're oven baked and painted with acrylic. I don't use any molds, so each one of those is one of a kind as well. And they each have their own little story that I write about them. They're all numbered, and they actually got featured in Art Doll Quarterly this month, so they've been published, which is pretty cool. They're all one of a kind. They all have their own really distinct character. That's my Blumenstackers.
I'm Loretta Bryan from Marion, North Carolina. I am a mother of 4 kids and just got into making beads and enjoying the artistic nature of it. I've been doing crafts for years, and this has just been absolutely absorbed my time and energy. But what I do is make glass beads, and it's called lap work. There's a lot of ladies and gentlemen that do work with glass, but this is just making certain beads. This is a necklace that I have done that has been a very interesting one. I start with a clear bead in the flame, and then I add a white rod of glass to it, just no pattern, just randomly use it. And then I put it into a press, and that makes a certain shape of a bead. Then the round bead, I take a clear rod of glass, and then I roll it in crushed white glass. And then I put it together with sterling silver.